Hello, gentlemen! Okay, today we are going to make fish sinigang, or otherwise known as fish soup. It's one of my favorites. But first thing, see this tamarind soup base? You have to have this to make this soup. That's all I can say. Don't even attempt to make this unless you have tamarind soup base. Okay, let me show you the ingredients. Okay, first thing you're going to need is a 5-quart pot, mustard greens. You can also substitute collard greens if you'd like, but I'm using mustard greens. You're going to need some accent, salt, a couple of tomatoes, an onion, fish sauce, and ginger root. Now let me show you the catfish. Now here's the deal with the catfish. That's the catfish. It's cut into a steak. So when you catch your catfish, gut him, cut his head off, and cut him into steaks. Just cut straight down through the backbone, and make him about 1.5 inches to maybe 2 inches wide. Just cut him into steaks. That's what you want. You want that skin on there. You want to fill your pot about halfway full with water. Okay, you take your ginger root. What you want to do is peel all the skin off of it, just like a potato. Now, I like ginger, so I put a lot in there. You can slack off on this if you're really not into ginger, but I like it. I like to eat it. It tastes really good. Now, I'm going to do the rest of these like that too. Okay, your ginger root's peeled. What you want to do is just slice it. In slices. Just slice it all up. Now it doesn't matter how you slice it. You can slice it big, little, however you want. Just like that. And take it over to your water and add all the ginger to the water. Now this is starting to heat up, guys. And take your salt, and you're going to want to add some salt to this. Now you don't have to go real super heavy on the fish sinigang with the salt, but you know, you want to get some salt in there. Okay, while you're heating up the ginger in the water, bringing that to a boil, go ahead and cut up your tomatoes. Come back here. And cut up your onion. And speak of the devil. Alright. Now I'm going to add a couple of these peppers too. Normally I just add a jalapeno, but I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple of my peppers in there too. Now y'all, you want to bring the ginger up to a boil, and you want to boil it for about 15 minutes. You know, just bring it up to a boil, then put it back on a simmer. Because what you want to do is get that flavor out of the ginger and into the water. Okay, gentlemen, the ginger's been boiling. Now you want to add your onion, tomatoes, and your peppers. You want to turn the heat back up so that stuff starts to go back to a boil. Just like that. Okay, as you can see, it's back up to a boil. You're going to want to add your tamarind soup mix to that. Add that like that. Kind of stir this around a little bit. Maybe turn your heat down just a little bit. Alright. Now let's add the catfish. Kind of slimy. Drop them all in. And skin and everything. Okay, now while that's starting to cook again, I turn the heat back up. This is fish sauce. And it's made out of fermented fish, so it stinks. But you want about a spoonful, about like that. You're going to add that into it. It's full of salt, so it really brings out the flavor of your food. Another tip is, fish sauce works good in hog traps. I've had real good luck putting that on the corn. Just buy the cheapest crap you can at the store when you go put it in your hog trap though. Okay y'all, this is coming back to a boil now. Now if you look at the fish, see how the fish looks? Looks darn good, doesn't it? Now it's coming back to a boil, so what you want to do is start adding the greens in. Like that. Now here, I like the stems, but a lot of people don't like the stems. So if you don't like the stems, don't add them. But I really like them myself, so. Put all the greens in, that bunch of mustard greens, or if you wanted to use collard greens, you can use collard greens. Just kind of poke them all down in there. They're going to kind of start to shrink and get cooked really quickly. Now, at this point, take your MSG, your accent, give it a light sprinkling. That, and y'all, that is it. That is fish sinigang right there, made with catfish. Now I'm probably going to cook this about another 5 minutes, and then I'm going to turn it off. Okay, gentlemen, bring it back to a boil, and that's pretty much it. We're going to turn it off. Check out this soup. See what the fish looks like? And you can see the greens have melted down. Doesn't take very long once you add the fish. So we're going to cover that up, and we're going to turn it off, and in about 20 minutes, we're going to come back and eat it. Okay guys, we're going to serve this over a bed of rice. Got some rice. Get a piece of that fish out of there. Oh yeah. That is fish sinigang right there. Okay, gentlemen, that's how you make fish sinigang. Right here. Now I'm going to do the big taste test. Of course, I've already been eating on it. But you get a little bit of rice. You got your catfish right there. You know, my son says this stuff stinks, but, you know, it's just one of those learning curves. Oh, it's good. It's real good. Now, this may not be your cup of tea, but I really like this stuff. It's kind of sweet, sour type of a dish, and it's something different. So, if you're messing around, you see that Tarramin soup base, that's how you make fish sinigang. Plus, you use the whole catfish, got the skin on there, and that fat comes out of that skin, and man, it tastes good. Okay, guys, thanks for watching.